Hello, hello, hello. It's Mel here. Happy Monday afternoon. It's just gone 1 o'clock, and I'm here to do a little live session, short and sweet, as a lunchtime live, with two very special people. Um, I don't usually do a daytime live. Usually I do them first thing in the morning or last thing at night when the kids are in bed and stuff. But I thought it'd be really good to maybe squeeze in a lunchtime live as well to fit in with other people. But sometimes people do have a little browse on their phones during the day, don't they? Oh, I've got a Facebook user who's saying hi. Hello, whoever you are. I'm sorry I can't see who you are. Just above where the stream is, there might be a little box saying please allow StreamYard access to your Facebook. And if you click on that and just click the accept or approve, it's dead quick and simple. What that'll do is it'll allow me to be able to see who it is that's speaking to us. So I can address you as your name and it'll bring up your name and picture instead of it saying Facebook user. So if you can do that, that'll be fab, but no stress. But if you've got any questions, please do ask along. So these two people are both absolutely amazing, beautiful human beings. And I'm so thrilled that they come to the studio, to StudiOMG, and they share their sparkle to help others with their health and wellness. I go to their classes, so I am an advocate for them as a customer, a client, and somebody who can vouch for the effectiveness of what it is that they teach. So without further ado, because we want to keep this pretty short and sweet, we should be done by about 1:20. I'm going to bring the very lovely Anna and Rob to the table. So Anna, you will find her as Yoga with Anna Jane, and we've got Rob, who is Inner Strength Matrix. They are both backstage. So 1 minute, I'm going to add them to the stream. Dun dun dun, here they are. Yay!
Yay!
This is funny.
Afternoon, Mel.
This is fun.
Hi, Anna. You okay?
Yes.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Matt.
Welcome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to share some of your knowledge, wisdom, expertise, and sparkle with us. So we're streaming into two places now. Good old technology, if it works on our side. Just seen at 22:22, and there's a couple of people. I'm like, there's angels with us. We've got a welcome from a Facebook user, and we've got a hi from a Facebook user. Thank you guys for being here. So I thought it'd be really lovely for people to get to know you both, because although you do classes at the studio, there's still so many people who haven't had the chance to be subject to your sparkly vibes. So I thought it'd be great to bring you here. So thank you for both agreeing to do this. Would you like to do a little introduction to yourselves?
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Anna
You
or
want to go
Rob?
first?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to go first. Thanks. So my name's Rob Blackburn. I am a certified breathwork instructor with Oxygen Advantage and Yoga Lab, the Life Awareness Project. So for those people who aren't aware, and I'm conscious that breath therapy is a bit of a niche area, and it's something that isn't hugely understood by the general public. And certainly my sister has the attitude, we all just breathe. What's this all about? She has no interest or desire to learn more. But just from the briefest sort of description for what breathwork is it's the conscious controlling of the breath to bring about therapeutic results. And it was something I found when I was struggling really badly with a traumatic brain injury, that I was left with after a car accident that I was in. And I'm not sort of overplaying this. Discovering breathwork has changed my life completely for the better. And it's really transformed me from someone who was pretty much crippled by intrusive thoughts, paranoia, anxiety, and the physical symptoms that my brain was causing by the way that it was working or wasn't working at the time. And now that I regularly practice breathwork in my own right, it's enabled me to return back to being I'd like to think, reasonably well-functioning human being. And it's also gave me a passion about sharing my knowledge with other people. And that's what kind of brought me to StudiOMG. And it's enabled me to meet Anna as well. And so that's just a little bit really about my journey and what I do.
Thanks so much, Rob. It's so powerful as well when you are a living, breathing example of what it is, and I suppose that's why you're so passionate about it, because you are an example of this is what it can do. It can actually change your life. And I know, Anna, you shared something really similar about your yoga journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I started yoga. I'm not saying when, because I'll give my age away, but
nobody would believe you anyway.
A few years ago, after I'd had my middle child, I was suffering with postnatal depression quite badly, and it just one day I was just walking past a little, it's a no nonsense little village hall. Come and do yoga, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try that. I'd always fancied doing it anyway. I thought I'll give that a go, and I always remember, it stands out to me, my first ever yoga class, I came out a different person, and I tell people all the time, I'm not over exaggerating the fact that I do actually think that yoga class and then my journey with yoga afterwards saved my life, because I was in a dark place with a newborn baby. Oh God, yeah. Again, I can resonate with you, Rob, with the thoughts. And so yeah, for me, I wanted to share that. If I can help one person comes out of my yoga class and says, do you know what, that was amazing, thank you so much, then I've done everything I need to do. So that's my journey. And so shortly afterwards became a fitness instructor. I've done my years of hammering and beasting people and doing burpees and mountain climbers, and for me now, this is my thing. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I practice it, I preach it, I love it. It just gives you the whole package, yoga does. So yeah, that's my story. So here I am.
Oh, thank you so much, guys, for sharing that. And it's such a personal thing, but it's so important to share, isn't it? Because so many people can resonate with this. Yes, so many people find themselves in a place of darkness, whether it is from something that's happened to them, which we then we can at some point turn that into it happened for me, because once you got through it, then you can see how strong it's helped to make you. But at the time, it's happening to you, isn't it? And you just need to find a way out. And by having these different things at our fingertips, it's pretty magical that once you decide to take action and do something, then you can literally change your life by going to one class, which is just so empowering and so flipping fabulous. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I thought it'd be great if you guys wouldn't mind sharing. Well, let me just set this up. The reason why we're doing this is a bit of a collaborative chat here as a lunchtime live. And I'll just add that it's 1:11 right now. Woohoo! There's another angel number for us. It's because a couple of, was it September? In September, Rob came over and did one of his breathwork classes. And immediately ahead of that, we'd had yoga with Anna. Yeah. So they got to meet, and then Anna stayed for the breathwork class. And then afterwards, we were chatting about doing collaborative work, and ta-da! So it shall be. So Rob is over with us this Saturday doing a standalone class. Anna's, your next block of 4 starting this week, aren't they? So Thursdays and Saturdays. Yeah. Have you got any spaces left on them?
Possibly. Yeah, Saturday definitely.
Saturdays maybe.
Still get back to a few people. Potentially Thursday as well. So watch this space.
Watch the space. We'll talk about it. Yeah, December's a bit different, isn't it, for people, because there's lots of busyness going on. And Rob, you've got a couple of spaces for Saturday, haven't you, for this?
Yeah, I've still got a couple of spaces. Yeah, a couple of spaces. And what I always say is that the sessions that I do are always different, because breathwork there's so many different techniques, and so there's very little repeat. And because I'm a bit of an anorak, I design sequences and whatever else. So it's always different. So as always, it's a different session on the 2nd. And then what we're doing on the 9th, the collaboration, we've got a theme, and that's going to be very, very different to, I think, anything Abergele's seen before. I think.
Go on then, tell us about it. What can you tell us without giving too much away? Tell us about the 9th, the collab. So it's 2 hours, isn't it? It's a
2-hour session. Yeah, it's a 2-hour session. So we've gone for the theme of inner fire. So what we're thinking is the use of the breath and the yogic movement to enable people to self-heat now that we're in December and, heating bills are still spiraling out of control for everybody. So sorry, Anna, what was that? Sorry.
Mel's wrapping up as we speak. And
yeah, like if you haven't got a scarf, generate the heat through your own body with the breath and
through
the
your own
movement.
body. Absolutely,
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very much a coming together of two ancient practices
Absolutely.
to meet a need in the modern day. So that's the thinking behind it. So, and of course, Anna and we've had a lengthy planning meeting, if you like, and I think we're both really, really enthused about bringing this to the studio. I think it's going to be fascinating, really, really interesting for people.
Oh, that sounds ace.
Back to what Rob was saying about it being an ancient, with tradition, ancient practice with yoga. Traditionally, however many thousand years ago, yoga was just the breath. It was just the breath, pranayama, and then they decided in modern times decided to start throwing some shapes in. So it's traditionally breath work, yoga. People don't understand that part of yoga. They think they just go and stand and bend over and do all sorts of funny shapes. But it's traditionally. So for me, 100%, if we can combine the amazing knowledge that Rob's got with the breath work, because I do a little bit of breath work in my classes, but the amount of depth that Rob goes into is just absolutely amazing. And then I'm adding the flows in. It's going to be good. It's exciting.
Oh, I can't wait. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And
so what we've done is I've thought of breathing techniques that promote thermality in the body, and then Anna's used her expertise to match a move or sequence or pose to that particular style of breath. So like I say, very, very pioneering. I think it'll be really fascinating, and we're very confident that people will find it really, really interesting. And as always, we're going to be looking at stuff that people can take away, stuff that isn't over complicated, things that people can use in their own comfort of their own homes, in their own yoga practice, in their own breathwork practice, just things that people can take away and access, providing people with tools that they can use that can help them.
I think that's great about both your classes. You do that. You both always do that. You encourage us to keep on doing this at home. Don't just find, of course, the class is a safe space to try things out and to do it for the first time. But you do make things accessible to us. So I'm really appreciative of that, because then I can go, right, this thing that Anna taught me to do, or, oh, right, I'm feeling like this. Rob said I could do this. And, and it works. It really works. So I'm really grateful.
Little toolbox. And that's how
we all need one of them. We all need one of them.
And you can just dip in and out of the toolbox and, do whatever you need to do.
There's a question come up. If one struggles to get into funny positions, can they just do the breath work? So
I will offer alternatives. Funny positions are... A lot of people say to me, actually, I don't think I'd like yoga because I can't stand on my head, because I can't do this, I can't do that. It's not about what you can't do, it's about what your body can do. So if you're struggling with an asana, a posture, I would give an alternative. Or, you can 100% just stay with Rob with the breath work.
Absolutely, 100%. And I mean, certainly, to try and put people's minds at rest to a degree. Anna and I have tried to plan this so that it's as accessible as possible, but we will always try to tailor to some individual need. And to expand from that question, as someone who once broke 3 vertebrae in my neck, I struggle with some of the more complex positions as well in yoga. So you might not be alone.
No, absolutely, Rob. And I do. I'm a yoga instructor, in yoga for years, but I still struggle with certain aspects of it. I can't do a full lotus. I strive, I try my best, I keep going with it, I keep practicing it. I maybe never ever will, but it's about what my body can do, not what
Yeah.
it can't.
And I
Yeah.
can vouch
Absolutely.
for that. As being a person in the class, I've seen how you've adapted that for other people who can't move in the same positions. And you give us, if you want a little bit more, you can try this. If
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
too much, go back to that, which is
Yeah.
makes you feel really comfortable, because there's people of all different abilities in the class, which is always great to know that you are an individual in there and that you guys have got our backs. So you help us with that. So that leads nicely to, who are the kind of people that come to these classes? Is there anything in particular that you say, this is the type of person who attends?
For myself, anybody, absolutely everybody and anybody. I have a triathlete who comes to my classes. He's training constantly for triathlons. He's in his early 20s, and it helps with his flexibility, his balance, his coordination. It helps with his training, and that's why he's there. Also mentally, so you know, the meditation relaxation I do, that helps him as well. I have ladies in their 60s who come, who can't do all the moves, and that's absolutely fine. We work within their limits. So the range is massive. Everybody's welcome. Everybody can come. So yeah, absolutely. If just give it a go, and you will love it. I can guarantee. It's yoga for me is the one-stop shop. It has everything. So you've got your meditation, you've got your breath work, you've got your movement, so you're developing flexibility and strength, and at the same time you're sorting your mind out as well. So yeah,
absolutely. And Rob, I know from previously, I think you've mentioned you've had asthma. Have you? Because somebody said to me, "Oh, I can't do the breath work because I've got asthma," and I said, "Oh, I think you can," and I think we need to.
Yeah, I'm diagnosed with asthma. However, mine is based on a certain allergy. So I develop asthmatic symptoms through something that's allergy based.
Right.
What I would say is, to the suggestion that you shouldn't or can't do breath work due to asthma, I would flip the switch on that and say, by learning to control your breath and having more awareness about your breath, the chances are it'll make your breathing more effective and better and easier. So, you know, one of the ways that I look at some types of or some styles of breath work, it's almost like going to the gym for your lungs. So if you make your diaphragm stronger, you make your lung capacity greater, then when those asthmatic symptoms kick in, you are better equipped to deal with them. And
yeah,
some of the things that I teach as well, you know, to concur with what Anna was saying about, you know, the makeup of her classes, the simple answer is absolutely everybody is welcome at a session for mine. And all I would ever ask is, if somebody has a particular concern, let me know beforehand, because it helps me design a universal session. If I'm aware, if somebody has a concern, if somebody has a condition, and things like that. So, for example, although I don't do really long breath holds anymore, I don't believe that it's productive to starve the brain of oxygen for really long breath holds. But if I'm aware that somebody might struggle with long breath holds, they won't be in that, or breath holds of any description. They just simply won't be in that class. That because I want people to be able to access it. So I'll always tailor stuff around who I know is coming.
mm-hmm.
So that, you know, the answer is absolutely anybody is welcome
Right.
from the age of, you know, the age of 11 to 80 or 90 or 100 or whatever, you know.
Ace, that's
I've
fab.
always felt like I'd ruled an 81-year-old out there, and that's certainly
Oh,
wasn't what I was trying to do,
no,
you know. So
no. So with regards to what people need to bring, what do they bring to your sessions?
So for myself, you would need to bring your own yoga mat.
Yeah.
I'm big on, not every yoga instructor is like this, but I'm big on that being your space. We do have a couple of spares in the studio, actually, don't we, Mel?
Yeah, there's some few
But
bears.
not a lot. So if somebody forgets, then that's fine. You know, we can grab a couple of mats, but ideally bring a yoga mat with you, a blanket, because as soon as we stop moving. Your body temperature is going to drop instantly, so we keep nice and warm during the meditation relaxation, and a cushion if you wanted to, and if you do have trouble with your knees, maybe a rolled up blanket will be fine.
Great. Anything different, Rob, that you'd suggest, or that's
No,
the same?
it's pretty similar. Pretty similar in terms of what I always say is that when you are consciously manipulating your breath, that can result in you getting hot or cold. So it's always useful to have a blanket on standby, and particularly if we're into some of those meditative stages of the breath, and people become very still. We're in December. I'm conscious body temperatures can drop, so I would always recommend a blanket.
Wonderful. Fabulous. And how do people book in with you as we're drawing to a close now on our little chat? How do they book?
Through Rob.
Rob.
Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah, certainly for my individual session, I'm happy for people to contact me on my mobile, via text message or via social media, and I'm quite happy to obviously register people onto the class. I use a system called SumUp. So when people want to book in, I send them a secure pay link, which they can access securely using Apple Pay or using a debit or credit card. Again, and I think Anna and I have agreed this for our joint session. If people contact me, I'll manage the numbers. I'll use the SumUp links, and then I'll sort of obviously manage the bookings for our collaboration as well.
So for my I would you can contact me in a number of different ways. Social media, that's absolutely fine. Instagram or Facebook, Yoga with Anna Jane, or my number is on there as well, my personal number, so you can contact me that way, and I do payment via PayPal or bank transfer. I'm not as posh as Rob.
Nothing posh about it.
It all works. But the main thing is that people do get booked in, isn't it? Because of course we want to make sure that there isn't an influx of people that just turn up on the morning and that there isn't space for them, because we are restricted to space at the studio. We do. Anna, you managed to get 14 in plus yourself on a Thursday night, don't you? So that's like our max numbers, really. So we want to just make sure that everybody's comfortable and that those who want to come can get a space. So please do, if you're interested in this, book in. We're going to drop the links for Anna and Rob's business pages in the description below, so you can contact them directly, as well as their phone numbers. I am super thrilled for this collaboration. I know that we're already speaking about stuff for the spring equinox and the summer solstice for next year. Absolutely. And I'm going to get involved too. And it's going to involve going to the park for grounding and going in the sea in June, because Rob is also trained to help us in cold water.
Absolutely.
I know.
So excited. So,
cold water therapy. Yeah, absolutely.
Cold water therapy. I just love it. I love it. So thank you, guys. Is there anything more you like to add as we bring this to a close?
Just one thing, Mel, if it's okay. In all the sessions that I'm putting on as an individual in December, I'm offering a free place to somebody who ordinarily might not be able to attend. And of course, that applies to the session on the 2nd of December as well. So given that you're much more familiar with the StudiOMG and OMG Fab community, I'm going to put a very much lean on you to nominate somebody who might ordinarily not be able to attend. So, and like I say, this isn't
lovely.
It's not exclusive to the 2nd of December. It's something I'm doing across the board in all of the sessions that I put on. And very much to sort of echo what Anna said at the start. This isn't a financial thing for me. I do it because it's my passion. And if I can help somebody by enabling them to have the knowledge and the tools to use their breath to make themselves feel good, then that's all the reward I need.
Oh, so somebody's commented, I can't see who it is, but that's amazing. Would love to come on the 2nd. So somebody's put their hand up to ask for that place, Rob. So we'll go back and I'll check out who that is, and we'll get that all organised. Thank you.
Well, and I'm really excited, Rob.
It's going to be fascinating. And like I say, I think people will be blown away by it because it's so simplistic, but it's so effective. And it's just not happening. In terms of other people aren't doing things like this. So it's going to be great. Such a collaboration.
Like you say, pioneering,
Yeah.
inspirational, and absolutely flipping fabulous. So thank you guys. You are OMG fabulous, and I'm so grateful that you choose to use the studio. And I can't wait to see what comes of. I'm looking forward to seeing you both on Saturday, and I'll see you in yoga on Thursday, and then both of you together the week after. Woo! Fantastic! Thank you, guys. I'll let you get on with the rest of your day.
Thanks for having us on, Mel.
Speak to
Nice
you
to
very
see you,
soon.
Anna. Take care. See you later. Ta-ra, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.